In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on June 4th, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Cleveland Guardians versus New York Yankees. The Cleveland Guardians and the New York Yankees meet for the second game of their 3-game series on Wednesday night at Yankee Stadium. The Guardians have been inconsistent, and while Luis Ortiz has had some decent outings, his road numbers are rough: a 6.39 earned run average and a .280 opponent batting average in 31 innings away from home this season. Yankee Stadium, with its short porch and high home run factor, is not a forgiving venue for pitchers who struggle with control or allow traffic on the bases. The Yankees, meanwhile, are surging. They've won 11 of their last 14 games, including a 3-2 win in the series opener Tuesday night. Clark Schmidt has been steadier on the mound, allowing 23 hits and 10 runs in his last 28.2 innings, and at home he's posted a 3.18 earned run average with a .195 opponent average. New York is at home, has the better lineup, and holds the edge on the mound. As our first pick for this matchup, the New York Yankees to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Yankee Stadium is one of the most homer-friendly parks in baseball, ranking third in park factor for home runs over the past 3 years. Ortiz's 1.43 WHIP and 4.55 BB9 this season are especially concerning in this environment, and the Yankees have feasted on right-handed pitching, slugging .461 as a team and hitting 71 home runs against righties in 2025, just 3 fewer than the MLB leading Angels despite 200 fewer at-bats. The Guardians' offense has potential to contribute as well. They forced Schmidt out after just 4 innings in their last meeting, tagging him for 7 hits and 5 runs. Jose Ramirez, in particular, has thrived at Yankee Stadium, batting .394 with 9 home runs in 31 career games there, and he picked up 2 more hits on Tuesday. All signs point to a high-scoring night in the Bronx. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Philadelphia Phillies versus Toronto Blue Jays. The Philadelphia Phillies and the Toronto Blue Jays meet Wednesday night at Rogers Center in the second game of their interleague set. Lee Abel, coming off a strong MLB debut, faces a tougher assignment against a Blue Jays lineup that's been hot against right-handed pitching, posting a .828 OPS and 135 WRC+ over the last 10 days. Abel was sharp in his first outing, but this is just his second big league start and his first on the road. On the other side, Jose Berrios gets the ball for Toronto. He's been solid overall this year, allowing 5 hits and 3 runs in his last 12 innings, and has held opponents to 3 or fewer runs in 7 of his last 8 starts. The Blue Jays have also been strong at home, with a 20-13 record at Rogers Center. The Phillies snapped a 4-game losing streak with an 8-3 win on Tuesday, powered by Trea Turner's 2 homers and Bryce Harper's return from injury. While Philadelphia's lineup has been one of the league's best overall, they had cooled off during their skid, averaging just 3.6 runs per game before Tuesday's outburst. Toronto, meanwhile, had won 5 straight before Tuesday's loss and has shown improved bullpen depth this season. Given Abel's inexperience and the Blue Jays' recent offensive surge, Toronto has a slight edge in this spot, especially with Berrios pitching well and the Blue Jays looking to even the series at home. As our first pick for this matchup, the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. Looking at the total, both teams have been inconsistent offensively in recent stretches. The Blue Jays average 4.2 runs per game, and the Phillies, despite their overall strong numbers, had cooled off before Tuesday's win. Abel threw 6 shutout innings with 9 strikeouts in his debut, and while he may not repeat that, he should give a solid effort. Berrios has been particularly effective in night games, holding opponents to a 2.81 earned run average in those starts. With 2 capable starters and both bullpens showing improvement, this matchup sets up well for a lower scoring game, especially if Abel can handle the moment. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Arizona Diamondbacks versus Atlanta Braves. On Wednesday, the Arizona Diamondbacks will play the Atlanta Braves at Truist Park. These two met for 3 games in late April, with the Braves snatching 2 from the D-backs on their home turf. Sale fared well in his outing against Arizona, allowing just 1 run over 5 innings of an 8-2 win. The big lefty has yet to win at home this season, but had a 3.18 earned run average and 29 strikeouts in 22.2 innings. Kelly also pitched into that series, serving up 2 home runs over 6 innings in an 8-7 extra innings loss for the Diamondbacks. While the Braves' offense has been very inconsistent on the year, they have fared well at home, hitting .260, the 4th best mark in the National League. Sale has given up 1 earned run or less in each of his last 3 starts, and his last 2 wins have been by at least 2 runs. As our first pick for this matchup, the Atlanta Braves money line is our full game side pick. He overhit in all 3 games between these two in April as they averaged a combined 11.7 runs per game. However, this time around might be a little different. This is a solid pitching matchup, and both of these guys have faced the opposition already, so they are a bit more prepared. Sale has very much been in Cy Young form of late, allowing just 4 earned runs over his last 5 starts, a stretch of 32.1 innings per game. He's only allowed 1 run at home in his last 2 starts. Kelly has hit a bit of a wall, but prior to his last 2 starts, he allowed a combined total of 9 earned runs in a stretch of 7 starts. The Diamondbacks offense have backed their pitchers with 4 runs or less in 6 of their last 11 games. Atlanta put up 4 runs or less in 5 of 7 games before the start of this series. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Texas Rangers versus Tampa Bay Rays. The Texas Rangers and Tampa Bay Rays meet for the second game of their 3-game set on Wednesday night at George M. Steinbrenner Field. The Rangers' offense has been inconsistent, and they've managed just 4 wins since May 18th. Kumar Rocker returns to the mound for Texas after a month on the injured list with a shoulder issue. He struggled in his 5 starts this season, posting an 8.1 earned run average and allowing 30 hits and 18 earned runs over 20 innings, with at least 3 earned runs allowed in 4 of those outings. On the other side, Shane Baz gets the start for Tampa Bay. Baz hasn't been much better lately, giving up 21 runs on 30 hits in his last 19.2 innings, and his season earned run average sits at 5.33. However, the Rays have quietly put together a winning stretch, going 7-3 in their last 10 games, and their offense has stepped up enough to support their pitching. Given Rocker's rust and struggles, paired with the Rays' recent form and Baz's ability to pitch deeper into games, Tampa Bay has the edge at home. The betting markets also favor the Rays, listing them as moderate favorites. As our first pick for this matchup, the Tampa Bay Rays money line is our full game side pick. On the total, both starters have been unreliable, with Rocker coming off a long layoff and Baz allowing 3 or more earned runs in 4 of his last 5 starts. The Rangers' offense has been up and down, but Baz's recent outings have often required the Rays' bats to bail him out. The over-under is set at 9 runs, and while both teams have generally leaned toward the under this season, the combination of 2 struggling starters and bullpens that may be called upon early suggests a higher scoring game is likely. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Detroit Tigers versus Chicago White Sox. The Detroit Tigers and Chicago White Sox face off Wednesday evening at Wright Field in the 3rd game of their 4-game American League Central Series. The Tigers are strong favorites for good reason. Detroit sits atop the American League Central with a 38-21 record, while the White Sox are in last place at 18-41. Detroit has been favored in 39 games this year and has won 27 of them, a 69.2% success rate. They're also favored by -1.5 on the run line, and sportsbooks give them about a 66% chance to win outright. The Tigers have one of the league's most productive offenses, ranking 4th in runs scored, 4th in hits, and 8th in home runs. By contrast, the White Sox rank near the bottom in most offensive categories, including 29th in runs and 27th in batting average. While the White Sox did take Tuesday's game 8-1, breaking an 11-game home losing streak to Detroit, they've struggled to maintain any kind of winning momentum this season. Detroit's Sawyer Gipson Long is making his first MLB start since 2023 after returning from injury. but the White Sox are expected to use a bullpen day, which generally puts them at a disadvantage over 9 innings. These are the types of games top teams like Detroit need to capitalize on to separate themselves from the pack, and the Tigers have a significant edge in both lineup strength and bullpen reliability. As our first pick for this matchup, the Detroit Tigers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Detroit averages over 5 runs per game, and their offense is hitting .250 on the season, ranking 11th in batting average. The White Sox pitching staff has a 4.09 earned run average, which is below league average, and they are expected to rely on their bullpen for most of the game. While Gibson Long has been solid at home, he's coming off a long layoff and could be vulnerable on the road, giving Chicago some scoring opportunities. The Tigers' offense is capable of putting up a big number, and with both teams' pitching situations uncertain, there's a good chance for plenty of scoring in this matchup. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.